Fellow citizens and residents, the annual World Food Day will again be observed and celebrated across the globe on Saturday, October 16th, 2021. The continued aim of this observance is tackling and striving to eradicate hunger across the world. As we celebrate World Food Day, we do so with much appreciation of the food we eat and the significant role played by our farmers, fishers, agro-processors, and vendors in our food system. The 2021 World Food Day theme is, and I quote, "Our actions are our future. Better production, better nutrition, a better environment, and a better life," end of quote. Through several events and activities, the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Marine Resources will promote awareness and action for increased food production, food security and safety, and for the need to ensure healthy diets for all. Our Federation will observe World Food Day 2021 while still continuing to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. Our continued efforts are aimed at enhancing and transforming the agriculture and fisheries sector, considering the challenges of a changing climate, growing population, rising food prices, and environmental stresses, which all have significant impacts on food security. Therefore, adaptation strategies and policy responses, including addressing water challenges, land use, marketing, post-harvest food processing, food prices, and food safety, are all being considered and effectuated. The ongoing training and investment in the sector are strategically targeted towards the promotion of sustainable agricultural technologies, building resilience to shocks, and ensuring increased production in crop, livestock, fisheries, and agro-processing. There are great opportunities for us as we forge ahead in transforming agriculture by generating new production and distribution systems and developing and strengthening value chains. These can provide opportunities for quality employment. In addition, with value-added agriculture, we can realize increased focus on production or marketing processes, marketing or services that increase the value of our primary agricultural commodities. Additionally, greater opportunities for the establishment of small businesses will be achieved through a value-added system as it generates higher return and allow penetration of a new, potentially high-value market. In this period of achieving agricultural transformation in our federation, we are addressing the transformation of our agri-food system from a high prevalence of subsistence and small-scale farming to high productivity so that poverty falls and food security increases. Thus, our policy of reform is essential to help agricultural transformation. We must no longer lag behind, but use the opportunities afforded to us to advance our agenda for greater food security. The pandemic has threatened our social, economic, and environmental well-being. As part of our response to the pandemic, we have seen and continue to see the government's investment in this sector through the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Marine Resources. This investment and assistance provided seeks to ensure that here in our federation, we produce enough food to feed our growing population. This results in increasing incomes and employment for farmers, fishers, agro-processors, and other agricultural workers, and particularly creating attractive job opportunities to include women and youth in the agricultural sector. Despite great challenges, we have forged ahead with our plans to increase production in the sector. Allow me to brief you on the production data for this year. During the period January to August 2021, the combined dollar value of crop and livestock production rose by about 26% when compared to the corresponding period of 2020. That is, from about $5.8 million in 2020 to nearly $7.33 million in 2021. Total output grew from just over 1.4 million pounds to about 1.8 million pounds for the same period. Total crop output amounted to about 1.7 million pounds in 2021 versus 1.4 million pounds in 2020 for the period under review. This represents a rise in the output of about 27% and about 30% increase in the estimated value for just over $4.74 million in 2020 to about $6.5 million in 2021. As is typical for the drier months, production of several reported crops have tapered off, while combined gains were seen for others. That is, for the period, increase of up to 1,103% were observed for cabbage, cantaloupe, carrot, squash, sweet potato, tomato, watermelon, and yam. A closer look at the month of August shows increase of up to almost 800% in the production of cantaloupe, pumpkin, squash, sweet pepper, and sweet potato compared to the previous month of July. Pumpkin was the best performing crop for the month of August, with 19,845 pounds being reported, an 800% increase compared to 2,210 pounds in July. Cabbage, onion, and yam have exited the market until the next planting season. A similar upward trend was seen in livestock production for the comparative period, January to August 2021 versus 2020. The total livestock output had about a 10% increase from 136,052 pounds in 2020 to about 149,653 pounds in 2021. This output was valued at approximately $1.1 million in 2020 compared to $1.2 million in 2021, which is an 11% increase. Egg production fell slightly by about 1%, from 3.1 million eggs in 2020 to 3.05 million eggs in 2021 for the same period. Taking a closer look, by comparing August 2021 to July 2021, the livestock subsector saw an increase in all commodities except for mutton. Beef, goat, and pork grew by 51%, with goat and pork reporting steady increases since June. Mutton production remained relatively steady, with just about a 1% decline compared to July. Eggs remain fairly steady throughout the year, at an average of about 380,000 units per month. Overall, production performance is still positive, despite multiple challenges experienced in the first half of 2021. Drier weather conditions have impacted productivity in some way. Nonetheless, the additional resources made available through the COVID-19 stimulus package and the ongoing support of the ministry continue to help farmers enhance their operations. Fish landing for reef and demersal species such as snappers, hind, butterfish, doctorfish, etc. for the period January to August 2021 amounted to 304,320 pounds, with an overall landed value of $3,254,740 Eastern Caribbean dollars. This represents a 23% increase compared to the same period in 2020, where fish landings accounted for 247,040 pounds with a value of 2,794,380 Eastern Caribbean dollars. The increase was attributed to the provision of resources like fish trap wire made available through the COVID-19 stimulus package for the fishery sector to target fish and demersal species. Fish caught in the coastal pelagic fishery, such as ballyhoo, gar, jacks, etc., amounted to 43,090 pounds, with an overall landed value of $345,350 for January to August 2021. This represented a 10% decrease from the same period in the year 2020, where fish landings were 47,780 pounds, valued at 429,100 Eastern Caribbean dollars. This decrease was attributed to a reduction in the fishing efforts by fishers using net fishing gear. The coastal pelagic fishery is dominated by elder fishers who are leaving the industry because of the inability of their bodies to take the rigors of the ocean environment or due to their mortality. The younger generation of fishers requires additional support in net fishing training and net mending to keep this fishery relevant in the context of improving food and nutrition security. Fish caught by the ocean pelagic fishery, for example, tuna, marlin, swordfish, mahi-mahi, etc., amounted to 32,780 pounds, with an overall landed value of $398,340 for January to August 2021. This represents a 35% decrease from the same period in the year 2020, where fish landing were 50,780 pounds, valued at just about 617,260 Eastern Caribbean dollars. The decrease was attributed to a reduction in the number of fish aggregating devices, or FADs, which then resulted in decreased fishing efforts from January to August 2021. Additionally, the demand for FAD fish has declined with the downturn in the tourism industry as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The Department of Marine Resources, or DMR, is supporting the FAD fishers with the provision of materials and training in the construction, deployment, and fishing around FADs. For the year 2021, the first government-supported FAD was deployed in the Northern Atlantic Ocean on September 17, 2021, by the DMR and fishers. This highlights the co-management approach to the management of the marine resources, where industry participants and industry management work together to ensure the continued development of the ocean pelagic fishery. The DMR expects to have an improvement in the catch of ocean pelagic fish within the fourth quarter of 2021. The anticipated rebound in the tourism and hospitality sector should increase the demand for ocean pelagic fish, giving the fishers a secure market for their products. The total landings for conch fishery amounted to 55,900 pounds, with an overall landed value of $559,000 for January to August 2021. This represents a 17% increase from the same period in the year 2020, where conch landing were 47,960 pounds, valued at $479,600. The increase was attributed to an improvement in the fishing effort as a result of the relaxed restrictions on fishing activities when compared to the same period in 2020. The total landing for lobster fishery accounted for 73,610 pounds, with an overall landed value of $1,104,150 Eastern Caribbean dollars for January to August 2021. This represents a 154% increase from the previous year, 2020, where lobster landings were 28,960 pounds, valued at $434,400. The increase was attributed to the provisions of resources such as fish trap wire made available through the COVID-19 stimulus package for the fisheries sector. Overall fish landings were 509,700 pounds, with a landed value of $5,661,580 Eastern Caribbean dollars from January to August 2021. This represents a 21% increase from the previous year, 2020, where fish landings were 422,520 pounds, valued at $4,754,740 Eastern Caribbean dollars. The most significant increases were seen in the reef and demersal fishery and the lobster fishery, where the COVID-19 stimulus package for fishers led to a reduction in the cost of fishing gear, such as fish pot wire, fishing rope, etc., which contributed significantly to the increase in catches. The DMR is responding to the areas of fish landing decreases, like coastal pelagic fishery and ocean pelagic fishing, by providing material and training support to fishers to boost fish catch sustainability and improve our food and nutrition security. I must note that government's increasing investment in development and innovation within the sector is pivotal for building a sustainable and resilient food system. Our path is paved towards innovation in agriculture and the use of technology to increase our outputs by working in a smart and more efficient way. We have recently seen the official launch of the St. Kitts and Nevis Agricultural Transformation and Growth Strategy 2022 to 2031. As the federal minister for this sector, I call on all government ministries, private entities, farmers, fishers and fishers cooperatives, vendors, agro-processors, public sector, academia, and other stakeholders involved in the agriculture and food systems transformation to step up and coordinate our efforts to address the challenges the Federation faces and the need for real and meaningful reform in the agriculture and fishery sector. This will be a truly consultative process. When we think of World Food Day, we must think also about what and how we eat. Eating food high in starch, sugar, fats, and salt, combined with an inactive lifestyle, are recipes for our soaring national obesity rates. World Food Day is a call for action to make healthy, sustainable diets affordable and accessible for all. The shift away from mainly plant-based and fiber-rich food has occurred in recent decades, as busy consumers find less time to cook at home and rely increasingly on fast food outlets and takeaway meals. This has contributed to our increased challenges with obesity. Let us turn our shopping bags back to our local produce. Visit the public markets and the community markets being established. Eating locally grown foods have many benefits for consumers, growers, and the entire community. Let me now outline for you the activities and events organized by the ministry to celebrate the week's observance. On Saturday, 16th October, which is World Food Day, at 5 p.m. until we will see a World Food Day agri-market at the Bastia Public Market. On Sunday, 17th October, 8:30 a.m. Worship at the Pro Cathedral at St. George. Monday, 18th October at 2 p.m. Schools Gardens Enhancement Initiative. Tuesday, 19th October at 2 p.m. We will see the relaunch of the Foy's Extension Center. And then at 6 p.m., there will be a workshop dubbed Financial Literacy and Agriculture, facilitated by the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. On Wednesday, 20th October at 4:30 p.m., there will be a livestock demonstration seminar, and at 6 p.m., a global positioning system workshop and training, and also the distribution of these systems to our fishers. On Thursday, 21st October at 9 a.m., planting and distribution of fruit trees. Then at 6 p.m., we will honor our food heroes at an awards ceremony. Friday, 22nd October at 9 a.m., we will have a National Agri-Fest at the Newtown Playing Field. Also at 10 a.m., the St. Christopher Outreach Center will have a walk-in lunch. Fellow citizens and residents, I trust that we will all have a productive week and extend my best wishes for a wonderful World Food Day 2021. May God continue to guide us. May He continue to guard us and bless us as a nation. I thank you.